Hey guys, welcoming you to this episode of the special Hypno World podcast. I'm Dan Goyat, your host as always, and as always manning the studio, my good friend Frank T-Rex. I can do it. So today we are talking about something special happening. It's here. We've been working on this for a while now, and we have finally got it ready to go. So, what are we talking about? All right, Michigan Hypnosis Conference, MIHC26. Our new updated website is ready to go with so many great announcements that I'm pretty happy, to have this happening. Let's see to make sure that we're live where we're going to be, and we are indeed live there, and we are indeed live there on our website. So that looks great. If not just a little jerky today. So what do we got going on? Okay, so here we go. First announcement, we are about to publish the website. So let's hopefully have that happen right now. So drum roll, please. And our website is publishing right at this moment. So hopefully that's going to do really well for us. So what are the announcements that we're going to take today? All right, so here's the first announcement. This is our 5th year. I can't believe it's year number 5. So I'm pretty excited about that. Year number 5. I didn't think we were going to get through the first year, let alone the second year, and all of a sudden here it is. 5 years. Wow. I'm going to check that. So yeah, 5 years. So to celebrate, we've got something happening right now. So that is this. The first 15 tickets to be sold to MIHC26 are going to be $125 for all 3 days. And that includes lunch and breakfast. It includes, obviously, getting into the presentations, the vendor area, the discussion forum panels, which overwhelmingly we put a poll out there, asked if people wanted to keep the discussion panels, and they said yes, overwhelmingly. Yes, we want to keep those. A lot of people are really liking those, so we're going to keep them. And that gets you into the hi hello party, gets you into the entertainment. One low price, $125, 15 tickets. Now, here's the rub with that. When they're gone, they're gone. And that is only going to be for a limited time. I think those are going to be on sale at that price to the end of December. So if you want to come, get those tickets now, because I have a feeling they're going to get snatched up pretty quick. What else have we got going on? So, you know what? I should say that we have also confirmed our opening keynote speaker. None other than Joni Knighty, one of the premier hypnotists and hypnotherapists in the industry. She is going to be our opening keynote speaker for 2026, talking about the kind of work that it takes to get to the success that she's gotten to. Not only is she one of the premier coaches working with divers, swimmers, athletes, high performance individuals, but she also accompanied the Olympic to the Summer Games in Paris. That kind of success, that individual that you would say, oh, wow, here's a hypnotherapist. And they are going to the Olympics to keep working with the team so that they can bring home those medals. She did that this year, or I should say last year, and brought me back a hat. So I got a hat from the Paris Olympics. I was very cool. So that was interesting. And if you're watching out there, let me know where you're watching from in the comments so I can say hello. All right. So opening keynote speaker, can't say enough about her, Joni Knighty. Also, today, here, now, in this moment, I don't know why I keep doing this, speaker proposals are open. So you go to the website, you're going to see those speaker proposals are open. And very cool. We have a new updated website. It is out there. I should put it up in the link for you so you guys can see it. Let me just go to it. So we're going to view the site. I'm copying. I'm bringing it over. I am pasting. And there it goes. So somebody just sent me a message. I don't know who it was, but we'll take a look at it just in case it's somebody watching. So, nope. So there it is. That is the link for the new updated website. It is so much easier to use. We've done a lot of work on it, and hopefully it'll be, like I say, easier to navigate, easier to use, easier to be out there. And hello, Tommy. He says, I'm actually watching from the window outside your office, just casually starting in. Not creepy at all. No, it's not. It's not really creepy. I mean, there's coffee in here if you want to come in. So, yeah. So speaker proposals are open. So get those in. We are going to be having a really great time with those. Next announcement, we have decided, or I should say, I have decided, this was the last year. Last year was the last year for the projectors and the screens. We're not going to be using the projectors. We're not going to be using the screens at 2026. So who do we got here? Michael Brody. Hello. So what are we going to be doing? Well, not to worry. The screens were just too big for the breakout rooms that we have, even though it's a lovely venue and there's some light issues with the projectors. So we've made a decision. We are going to be going to monitors, at least right around, I want to say at least 60-inch monitors. It's going to solve the light issue, some of the sound issue, and I think be better for the presenter. And if it's better for the presenter, it's better for the attendee. If it's better for the attendee, it's better for the conference. So that's what we are doing. We are going to be utilizing those instead of the projectors and the screens. Now, you might ask, Dan, why don't you just use the hotel stuff? Well, we could, but there's an exorbitant charge for that if we utilize their equipment. If we use our own AI equipment, I don't have to pay that charge. And then I can take those savings and pass those on to the attendees and to the presenters so we can keep the cost of the conference down so it is easier for you to attend. That's a good cup of Jew. So speaking of Michael Brody, as he's watching, Michael Brody is our closing keynote speaker this year. Mike agreed to do that, and we're just so honored to have him doing the closing keynote. Over 3 decades of experience in hypnosis, entertainment hypnosis, stage, puppetry, speaking at high schools, and just so happy to have him. So, yeah, Michael Brody is our closing keynote speaker. So we already have our opening keynote and our closing keynote taken care of. So that's just better benefit for you as an attendee and as a presenter. And as I say, hey, guess what? Yeah, they're open right now. The presenter proposals are open. And if you go to the website, you're going to see that that area has its own section. It is going to be so much easier to navigate this year. We've also enhanced our presenters. Each one of our presenters will have their very own landing page, and you'll be able to check them out on their website, their social media, should they have one. They're going to do that because we're going to have those links, and we're going to put those links in there. So that's really, really great. Now, here's another thing. Last year, we outgrew the restaurant, and that's on me. That's my fault. I know some of the people didn't have a good experience there. So the awards banquet is coming back to the venue. We will be holding that there, so everybody has a good time. We've done that in the past. I think our first 2 years, we had the awards banquet at the venue, and then a lot of people voted for an outing. We wanted to see that, and it went really, really well the first year, not so well the second year, just because we outgrew them. So we're bringing that back. So, yes. So that ticket price also includes the banquet, but just those first 15 tickets are $125. Once they're gone, they're gone. When the sale ends, it ends. So don't miss out on that. What else have we got going on for 2026? Obviously, we are also going to have picture perfect photography. We'll be coming back to do that. Oh, hey, and here's the big announcement. Are you guys ready? Are you ready for the big announcement? So we are bringing back workshops to the Michigan International Hypnosis Conference. And how are we doing this? Okay, so something is playing or being planned. This is an experiment to see how this works. Again, to keep the cost down for the attendee and for the presenter. We are not going to have pre or post. Those those workshops, which are the micro certification workshops in which you will be able to take that workshop and get certifications in introduction to or experience with, or however they come about as a workshop at the conference. So you don't have to plan to be there 2 days ahead of time or 3 days ahead of time. So you don't have to have that extra hotel cost either at the beginning or at the end. You don't have to come in early. You don't have to stay late to get a pre or post. Those workshops are going to be taking place exactly at the conference. And we are going to be splitting the cost of that with the presenters of those. So the conference is going to be setting the price on that. And there's going to be a split between the presenter and the conference so that if you pay a little extra, you get a little extra. And you're probably going to wind out. So, Tommy says Michael Brody is legend. He is. So if you get those workshops, you're going to come out paying less than you would for many of the conferences that are out there right now. So that's just an added value. We are bringing the workshops back to the conference. Those proposals are now open as well. We have a very limited number of those proposals or those workshops. So you make sure to get those in as well. Also, the discussion forum panels are open. We're opening them all at the same time. I know in the past we did this before and we did that before and then we did it. They're all open at the same time. You can send us your proposal. You can send us your workshop. You can send us an application to be on the discussion forum panel. Here's the kicker. If you send us something for a workshop, that doesn't mean you don't get to be a presenter. If you apply to be on the discussion forum panel, that doesn't mean you don't get to be a presenter. You can present, you can be on the panel, and you can have a workshop should you be accepted for all three of those. One does not negate the other. So we are going to be checking that out to see how it works this year. And it is my hope that it makes the conference better and of greater value to those attending it so that you can be there at the conference, And you don't have to, like I said, you don't have to, I got to go 4 days early. I got to spend more in the hotel room, or I got to stay 3 days late. I got to spend more on the hotel room. No, we're trying to keep this as economically friendly as we can, so that you save, get value from being at the Michigan International Hypnosis Conference. And also, vendor booths, they're open as well. We have a limited number of vendor booths, so you can go in, you can register your vendor booth, and get that done. So those are the big announcements from the Michigan International Hypnosis Conference. The proposals are open, the workshops are open, the discussion forum panels are open, and the tickets are now on sale for those first 15 tickets at $125. It is an exciting time for the Michigan International Hypnosis Conference. We hope to see everyone there. We hope everyone is happy, healthy, and safe. And I want to thank you for taking this time to join us at this special edition of Hypno World Magazine podcast as we talk about the upcoming Michigan Hypnosis Conference. So that being said, I am going to let you guys get on with your day. I hope everyone is happy,